We need to learn from the Yorubas. Go to Netflix today. You hardly see one Igbo film that speaks of Igbo heritage. It's annoying. It's so shameful. But the Yorubas created an opportunity for themselves, utilized it very well for themselves. So why were you not learning? Why didn't you see it? Because of that same concept of Igbo Enwereze. No. Don't get angry with them. These are people who saw their own and protected their own. Yes. What happened to you? We have how many great men in Nigeria? When was the last time you saw the epic of one of these great men? We have great writers who are even writing for the Yorubas. You see the Yorubas crossing over to write Igbo stories.
Just like Ahamefula.
And made a mess of who we are. Nollywood, from where the phenomenon of living in bondage, we started it. Kenneth Nebwe was providing empty videos for Yoruba movies. It was Upper Weka, Pound Road, Idumota, and that's what has given birth to the place we got to before people started seeing the industry. So if you say that, give it to the Igbo man. I was prepared, then the industry came to me. But my first movie, The Missing Mask, late Ndubisioko, Ebere Henacho, I was Chorombiana school. I had this one mad boy in University of Port Harcourt. I was with him script, Missing Mask, and it was in Igbo, Central Igbo. So come go see the first part, man say Afugo me came. I
think that should be in Taboo.
Taboo, yes.
Yes. We tend to miss some of these things. We have nostalgic feeling. We're not getting those sublime movies. Are you saying that we're just trapped in the past? Bam. And the by Maka say me no bam. Afambu Chijoke, Gwando, Dogubu, Yambaba, Ezubonyaba, Unumana bam nemeze transportation, I say by Swabia Aqua bomb, and Tata, I am one whom Fobosale Jije, and a Kaiva, somebody that is Obona ane don't mad kuhualo se ekwesego idia kuhualo because of once we be the fair metata. Kanabatan Francis Duru na bam.
Bam.
No, you're somebody that I love and admire so much. I clicha gimba era chaka. Koala kedo Francis Duru ganiro.
Gego na hochago Francis Duru.
Okay.
Abumonyembo. I'm who I am. In creative industry, I'm one of those people who are the pioneer members of the Nollywood industry who started with Rattlesnake, Missing Mask,
back in the
days. And so, as an actor, producer, director, everything, art is my business.
I have not really gotten personal with you. I try maybe Ebonyi, primary school, secondary school, university.
I'm from Cameroon, but my parents were Ndibo, complete, collabo. Imo, isi alambano. Just a stone throw to stone throw. My father did not have to go too far, water his flower, Alugomwai, married with children, live in Abuja and,
Can you go to school?
Theater arts.
School?
First, University of Port Harcourt, then development communication, Nasarawa State University, where I have my master's and, let me call it PhD because that's close to 95% is done, doctor in waiting or PhD in waiting.
No.
Same development communication.
Congrats in waiting too.
The congrats is on the thing. Whether in waiting, they say congrats involved.
Can you hear an ekudo here ego theater? Can you hear ego theater na Port Harcourt?
Theater 89-90, certificate 91-96, my bachelor's, and the rest today is history.
Okay, I'm privileged to pass through theater at Unizik, and I think my lecturers then used to mention you. I think Alice Asibo.
Yeah, Prof.
Prof. Alice Asibo.
Yeah, we actually got into the university the same time. But they went for the academics. We went for the professional thing, the certificate. So, but today, I'm a prof. I'm prof in my own environment.
Your capacity. I want to go theater at Nko Bosia. We know the whole disapproval from some of our parents, theater art, or even I want Goliath 2010, 11. How was it during your own time?
All quite the same time. Those people were living in bondage of darkness. That time, Makachuku, go in sketch, burial, this in sometimes when you call Google, sometimes when my call Google. Sometimes do police mega arrest. I just get word for wandering. On a particular time, I say wondering, what do you have in your bag? I go say the man that all costume. The policeman I search where the costume is. He say all this. I say, oh God, now wait till they take act film. So come on, people should get out here. So it's been a long walk, but again, I will go achieve those days. Won't go any parent to a man that he was a theater at Baronru and all the other guy go and do film because. But today, every parent now want to say my daughter, I'm actually can want so now acting here film. As if all here vulcanizer.
Here film. Actually can want soluno. Yeah, me here film.
Yeah.
What did sudden theater arts do to you and your career?
Oh no! It's the best thing that ever happened to me. I had a little time as an amateur, very little time. Just like 4 months, the next in Fuzio Nime, University of Port Harcourt. And that was actually the whole deal. That today I stand tall anywhere in the world. I
agree.
So, him amazing, I was just a chance thing, I was prepared, then the industry came to me. But my first movie, The Missing Mask, late Ndubisioko, Ebere Henacho, I was Chorombiana school. I had this one mad boy in University of Port Harcourt. I went with him script, Missing Mask. And it was in Igbo, Central Igbo. So come go see the first part, man said Afugomi came. And that was my very first movie. This between 92, 93, the same time the fever.
Ooh,
yes.
Even before Rattlesnake?
Yes, before. It was, Rattlesnake was my third movie.
Oh.
And when Missing Mask lead.
Oh.
Then, Semi Waka Pass, Evil Passion, part 2.
Okay. Egypt for Fernando.
All him at that place, Egypt, what was actually something say Agwani Agwebe.
I remember it's a popular scene.
It's me.
There's a famous quote that says the best investment on earth is earth. What are you waiting for to get a piece of earth from us? Because with Pine Leaf Estate and Properties, land banking is a must.
I was that little boy who jumped out of that moving car. That was my first time in Lagos. So Sydney Dial at that time, our junior in the university. So I was in Abuja, Lagos. Since now time but Lagos, now I can call 1 or 2. That opportunity came. Then Rattlesnake came. But it was the theater strength-based knowledge. That was actually what has sustained me till today. And I'm proud of it.
Which of these movies has not be your breakout?
No, my breakout, first and foremost, professionally, I'll give it to myself, is The Missing Mask.
Oh, really?
But but Rattlesnake was the catalyst that brought me to prominence.
Let's talk about Rattlesnake, the popular Ahanna story. Yes. How did you come about featuring in that story? And then, is that story still relevant till today?
It's purely merit. Kambata Lagos, every audition, I got audition. Manabata, as Uniport, we went as a group. We'll get that be the go because you only hear Jamal and Uniport, our songs, our entertainment, right there. Around 31 of us who went for that audition, all of us got major roles. Purely on merit.
Back then, film pota, the musics were popular,
Yes.
That's Evil Passion.
Yes.
I think I remember, I don't know whether they sang anything in Rattlesnake.
No, there's a popular thing, so there's a popular thing, so then this one minimal
Yes. I think that should be in Taboo.
Taboo, yes.
Yes, I think that should be in Taboo.
Yes.
Then Neck at the producer part, and everything. We tend to miss some of these things. We have nostalgic feeling, and then we feel like some of you guys in your era is not replaceable. We're not getting those sublime movies. Are you saying that we're just trapped in the past? Or do you think that there's a difference?
No, I think times define trends. Times define trends. And when you carry one trend to the other, it's a big problem. Except that trends that have become evergreen, vintage. I go today, like our high life, they have transcended time. So because of the excellence with which they were done, though, you can't forget them. So the same thing with our movies that particular time, that hallmark of nostalgia. But because it was content, passion, raw content, and people sat down and thought every moment, even from audition to rehearsal to casting and all that stuff. And we procedure. It was very procedural. So that process, but today, right now, hot step and jump on your like it does scripts today, tomorrow, Abago said the next thing. But Nabia said without even reading the lines, they don't even understand. Now, so an influx of so many people, everybody can do it. If you sit down on a set for almost like, with a director for like 3 years, you have learned the ropes, but not learning the ethics and the basics behind the rope. A typical mechanic, he put a motor, that young guy will go for up to 3 years. Here, one mother, if there's anything like madam realize now alternator, change it. But tomorrow that there could be other problems, and that's what we say. Apprenticeship came and took over, and now people no longer respect the ethics and the principles that guide everything you do in life. Life respects principles. And you go against principle. Like if you watched yesterday, my master class was all about process, because you see, we don't have an idea of the necessary things that built how we got our success. We don't know. We don't even know what we are doing. What is it called? How can you define it? And once you cannot define it, you're succeeding. You're progressing in error. And if you progress in error, it means you cannot pass that knowledge to another person, and there can never be a critique on yourself. So when the critique comes, you find out that you have been progressing in error, and the person now goes again since then, and that's part of the problem. So the truth about it is that there was a method of seriousness. There's a method of passion. You did it not just because of the money, and that's why today I go sustained and relevant. But again, beyond all that, the grace of God is key.
Right?
Yep.
The God factor.
The God factor. Grace is God in the race of life. That's the definition of grace. God in the race.
Are you saying that we no more concentrate on the process? That's why we have a lot of watery movies and a lot
yes, I make bold to say that. No apologies.
It's election season again. Dear esteemed political candidates, are you aware that a good media visibility and advert can help boost your chances of winning? What are you waiting for? BAM Interview is offering you this campaign space to tell Indigo why they should vote for you. Contact us today with the numbers on your screen.
No apologies.
That's where we're actually getting it wrong.
Yes. You see, if you don't respect process, you succeed in error. You grow up, you stay up. You jump up, you come down. Art itself means you have to get back to nature and give it all nature needs to nurture it. I don't know what I say. Art, go back to nature. Nah.
And give it what nature needs to nurture it. Because the era of you people, your kind, Sam Dede, Genevieve Naji, method actors, when you see them, they breathe their roles. But now we have more of YouTube faces.
Yes, like I say, trends and times they go together. But again, the truth about it, we could still be better,
right?
Yes, if the people behind the jobs, the projects, they don't need much, but to ask the relevant questions and institute the necessary professional structures. Today, this is DGN, but the question is, have we really been directors? What have we been shooting? Have we been shooting pictures or have we been shooting schedules? If we've been shooting pictures, that's what we shot those days. Even when the technology was poor. So what was it that made people, watch Igbo movies and how they say now to me watch without, subtitling? So what is it? Take it, add it to what you're doing. Go back to the past, revisit the research, review, and take it and have a better view of where you're going to.
Where do we go from here now in this era of content creation, in this era of YouTube and everything? Do you think that content creation has relegated Nollywood?
No. I tell you the truth. That question came up yesterday, and I tell you the truth. You see, everything is adding up. We are getting better and getting bigger.
Okay.
So it is expanding the frontiers of the industry.
Okay.
But what that means also that those who created the platform on which the industry stood on should work hard to actually push towards the ethics and be exemplary so that people can set a new standard. So that people say this is the way to go.
There's no more the marketing chain, the whole marketers, there's now an influx of creators on YouTube.
Can you also say that same cartel is not existing?
Right.
You shoot your best big movie now, blockbuster. How do you go to the premiere? Isn't there another set of rules, people who have become third parties that you have to go through, and they hold you by the jugular that the good job you have done for 4 or 5 years, you spend so much money, you can't still get into the market.
Why is that?
Well, because it will always come up. And because at the beginning, we did not have institutions that look towards marketing. And I said it those days, I said, marketing is in the hands of illiterate.
Yes, traders.
Yes, we grew
just for money.
We grew in error. Not really error, by chance. It was an experiment. And we still don't even respect the one man who kickstarted this. Kenneth Nebel. How many times do we mention him?
Nick.
Yes. The labors of our heroes shall never be in vain. But has his labor been in vain? How many times have we given the man his flowers? When was the last interview we had with that man? Say, what prompted you to get into this
producing,
living in bondage? If you hear that, so it becomes more or less an information you need to either fine tune, remote, and apply it to what you're doing.
Yes.
So whether we like it or not, we have grown. We are no longer where we used to be. But now we have expanded at the world now, where the cynosure of all eyes, and the world is waiting to see us do more.
Yes.
And the world is coming closer to us because we are the greatest custodian. We are the people now who harbor nature to its fullest. In our cultural antecedent, our heritage, our folklore, our music, our dances, our food. In Africa, jollof rice everywhere. It's no longer thing. You travel abroad now. Most people want to have a Igbo attire. Even the white man wants to have it.
Yes.
So it speaks to one thing. We have become leaders. Let us lead well. And the industry, the Bible says you can never ancient landmarks. You can never remove ancient landmarks. But you don't let ancient landmarks decay. So build on it and furtherly fortify the industry. Amplify virtues, amplify ethics, amplify principles, amplify theories. Those are the sustaining power. Ahamefula. Let it not be said that our efforts went in vain because we refused to do what we are supposed to do.
Healthy Living with Noye Soludo, which has become one of the most viable social intervention programs in Anambra State, is a public health and wellness program founded by Dr. Noye Soludo. It is an initiative that promotes preventive health care through community health outreaches, environmental sanitation advocacy, women and child empowerment, and promotion of organic nutrition. Some of its recognized interventions includes the Healthy Living Pad Bank, the Healthy Living PAP, establishment of healthy living clubs in schools in Anambra State, among others. Healthy Living with Noye Soludo continues to champion health and wellness promotion in Anambra State. Healthy Living with Noye Soludo. You are what you eat.
Okay, Francis, then if you put your movie and you see great movies, honest merchandise, Imales production, OJ production, you know that this movie goes sweet well.
Yes.
What happened to those big names? You know, why couldn't they move with time? What happened to those?
Because they were just merchandising.
No passion?
No passion. It was all money. They just wanted to make money. Film is a combination of art, technology, and all that stuff. Where art is involved, there's so much passion. Where there's passion, there's respect for ethics. There's respect for theories that build, to the point. So that's why they left. That's why they lost out. And now they're knowing things that those same people are the people now going to YouTube to share the same space with PAs. Because there was no institutionalized market.
Yes.
So they were all busy about the power and the authority and the monies they were making, to the point that they did not know that, look, we are losing it.
Yes.
I warned them that time. I told them I had a serious wahala with them. They said I'm insulted. I said no.
Yes.
I said marketing is in the hands of illiterate. Where are they now? Those names don't make any sense.
Yes.
Now,
we said that the Igbos started this.
Yes.
Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Why do you say so?
Because you see, when you use the word Nollywood now, it is relative.
Okay.
I'm looking at Nollywood from where the phenomenon of living in bondage.
Yes.
That's why I'm looking at it. We started it.
Yes.
But don't forget the Yoruba movies were also the on.
Yes.
Now there's a nexus.
Yes.
Kenneth Nek
Yes.
was providing empty videos for Yoruba movies.
Yes.
Don't forget that was what he was doing. Empty cassette for Yoruba movies.
Yes.
Because Casey Ogunjofo now had to go and check that history. So that mix, that was how it started. From that moment, it was Upper Weka, Pound Road, Idumota.
Yes.
And that's what has, given birth to the place we got to before people started seeing the industry.
Yes.
So if you say that, give it to the Igbo man.
Now, we see the big stages, every December, people rush to the cinemas, and all we see, just last year, Yoruba directors, producers, the Igbos are not competing at the big stages, and we claim we're the pioneers. What happened to our big Igbo producers and our big Igbo movies? Everywhere, Yoruba, where their films and their music are all on our faces. What are we doing wrong?
You see, when they say charity begins at home, that's what has happened to the Yorubas. We need to learn from them. If you don't protect your own, if you don't project your own, who will do it? We created an industry. It's so shameful. Go to Netflix today, you hardly see one Igbo film that speaks of the Igbo heritage. It's annoying. But the Yorubas created an opportunity for themselves.
Yes.
Utilize it very well for themselves.
Yes.
So why were you not learning? Why didn't you see it?
Yes.
Because of that same concept of Igbo Enwereze. Igbo Amareze. That you think you are the big man, you yourself and you. But you forget that there will come a time that you need to be expansive. You need to proactive and ask yourself, there is a new market space. Why am I not there? But like I said earlier, most of the persons who began those things were mere traders. You get the point?
Yes.
So you created something that people saw the gold in it.
Yes.
And they perfected themselves.
Yes.
Got together, called their people who have the dough. Their people were able to spend money and all that stuff. So the Yoruba-centric nature protected their own. So when people say, well, I say, no. Don't. Don't get angry with them. These are people who saw their own and protected their own.
Yes.
What happened to you? We have how many great men in Nigeria? When was the last time you saw the epic of one of these great men? We have great writers who are even writing for the Yorubas. We see the Yorubas crossing over to write Igbo stories.
Just like Ahamefuna.
Ahamefuna, and made a mess
Yes.
of who we are.
Okay, please rounding up. Which role would you say is one of your most renowned roles that people keep, taking you back to?
Well, they'll always say Rattlesnake, but my best roles, there are two, major overhit. The Liberian Civil War general, Total War, Final War. When I played the Liberian rebels, spoke their language and made good friends from great men in Africa. And they related to me from that movie. Then Eva.
Do people still call you Ahana?
Oh, no, it does. Even my late mother, my late father, that's what they used to call her, Mama Hannah.
Francis, we're concluding. I know you're in a hurry, but as in Anya Fulugo, so I'm trying to get the best out of you before I let you go, please.
Okay, but you know these guys are waiting for me.
I know. Lastly, the film industry is actually dominated by people that did not study theater arts, and then sometimes we that study theater arts, we say, why did we not go to school to study theater art? And then when we come out, we won't even be given roles. We won't even be part of this industry. Do you think we're wasting time studying theater arts?
I think anybody who studied theater arts, who nurses that kind of thought, is doing a disservice to himself. School is not in a physical being. If you remember my master class yesterday, I said something. Your last production was the last school. And there are people who became without going to 4 walls of the university. Hubert Ogunde, did he go to school? So it means experience is put together in one place. Mentorship is school. So I will never question somebody who is doing so well. I say, after all, the person did not go. No. You're going to school is just an advantage. So make good use of it. Does not mean that because you went to school, you must be given, the job must be given to somebody who went to school. After all, those who even went to school, what are they really doing in front of the camera or behind the camera?
Ndebe anyị unu kpọrọ nya bụ oku anyị azago. Ugbu a ị ga-abụ onye ọbịa na gbam n'agbanyeghị ebe ọbụla ị nọ n'ụwa. Ị chọrọ ka anyị gbaa gị ajụjụ ọnụ ma ọ bụ ị chọrọ ka ụwa nụ ọnụ gị? Deere anyị ozi ma ọ bụ kpọọ anyị n'akara ekwentị ndị a ị na-ahụ n'ihu onyonyo.